Rabotai, with the permission of my father, good morning to everyone. B'ezrat Hashem, we want to dedicate this shiur to my uncle who died at the age of 32 many years ago, Mordechai ben Borcho. Berta, Begam Rabotai, Lahavdu ben Rav Chaim, to Mr. Isaac's wife's Rufur Shalema. What was her name? Chana Bat Miriam. B'ezrat Hashem, Rabotai, she should have complete Rufur Shalema. Rabotai, we are going to continue the halachot of Kibbud Av V'em in the Yalkut Yosef. He brings down over here a lot of times when a person, he does something for his parents, correct? Sometimes he does something good, or almost all the time a person does something for his parents. He can do shopping, he can pay the bills, he can do, as a son, when the parents, especially as they get older, there's a lot of things that we do for our parents. We forget what our parents did for us, but now that once they become older, we start reminding our parents what we are doing for them in order for them to realize that we are good children. Rabotai, the halacha says over here, En leben lahaskir la'aviv u'lo'imo hatovot she'asai mahem. A son, meaning any child, Rabotai, is not allowed to mention to his mother or father that the good that he does with them. You did something for your parents, you let it go, Rabotai. If you guys remember, as you guys were growing up, when your parents would do something for you, they would remind you every other second, oh, I did this, I paid this, I took care of your tuition. No, Rabotai, you never heard it. They did it unconditionally. So too, Rabotai, when a person now, Baruch Hashem, a person is on his feeding meal, now same concept, Rabotai, you do something for your parents, you don't mention it because you don't want them to feel bad, let it go. That's halacha number one. Halacha number two, there is a rule that everybody knows that one should not be speaking with his wife in the street. We'll see right now, I'm going to bring it down. But he says over here, what happens if a person meets his mother on the street? Can he speak to his mother on the street? If somebody meets his mother on the street and she wants to speak with him, he's not allowed to try to avoid her. He's not allowed to try to remove himself from her. Even though it says in Masech Berachot, page 43, side 2, a person is not allowed to speak with a woman in the street, even though it's his wife, or whether it's his daughter, or whether it's his sister. Nevertheless, when we're dealing with your mother, you're not allowed to avoid her. You have to speak to her, and we're not concerned about what people are going to say. Because everybody knows the whole rule that a man should not walk after a woman, meaning after his wife. He shouldn't walk behind her, Rabotai. He should always walk in front of her. It's a whole Gemara, Rabotai. I don't want to get into it right now. But when it comes to your mother, if your mother is walking in front of you, you're allowed to walk in back of her. This is not included in the prohibition which the Chachamim made it forbidden, that a person is not allowed to walk behind the woman in the street. Especially nowadays, where women are very commonly found very much. So to Rabotai, therefore it is permissible when a person goes on the bus or on the train, he's allowed to tell his mom, Mom, you go first and I will go after you. We have no problem. We have no concern over here that he's walking after a woman because this is his mother. So these are the two halachot, Rabotai, when it comes to Kibbud Av V'em. A little Musar, we're continuing in the Sefer Musar V'Yitzot in Avir Yaakov. He brings down over here, you ever see people that they have, they call today in the sports center, whatever, all these things. You have people that they sit in the box office. Who are those people? People that have money, or people that have the VIP seats. I'm not talking about the bleachers, $18, or people that sit on the front row. Rabotai, you ever wonder, Aaron Jones, you ever wonder, how come you see the Batei Madrashot, the study halls, it's never full? Why is it never full? When it comes to Mincha, Shacharit, Mincha Aravit, it's full. Shabbat is full, Yom Tov is full, Yom Kippur is, no, every shul is packed. Rosh Hashanah, every shul is packed. I am Miljum, but why when it comes to learning Torah, we see it's not packed? Maybe I have 5 guys, maybe some shul has 20 guys, maybe 30 guys. But if in the whole neighborhood you have about 1,000 people, how is it possible in the shul itself you only have 30 people? Whatever the number might be. Rabotai, I want to read for you over here. Rabotai, to come to learn Torah is like being in a box office, having the VIP seat. Not everybody has that merit. Not everybody has that zechut to come and to learn Torah. So when a person feels that, whatever reason it might be, boring that he has to stay home and he has to take care of the kids, or something happened that night, not something happened that night. That means Hashem didn't give you the merit to come and to learn Torah that night. Or you can't wake up in the morning, Rabotai, that means Hashem didn't give you that zechut to come and learn Torah in the day. Rabotai, remember with the rule, to come to learn Torah is one of the biggest zechut that there is in the world. Because this is the only thing you're going to take with you. And this is one of the most things, this is the most important thing that you're going to take with you. And this is the most important thing that we actually neglect. So over here, he says, Rabotai, listen to the language. Adam. When a person merits, Rabotai, a person has to have the merit, zechut. When a person is going to have the merit and he's going to be from the people that sit and they study in the study halls, a person needs to say, give a thanks to Hashem, שנתן חלקו מיושבי בית מדרש, בית המדרש, ולא מיושבי קרנות, רבותיי. A person has to give thanks to Hashem that Hashem made his portion with the people that sit and learn Torah, and not with the people that do everything else but learn Torah. Aronchik, you ready, Aronchik? Today, I'm just giving an example. Tonight you have to come and learn Torah 8:30, correct? But now they called you Yeshua, or they called you Pidina Ben, or they called you to watch a movie, Hashem, or they called you to go sports, or you make guys not out, wives not out, date, whatever it might be. Do you know what this is? You don't have zuchut to come that day to learn Torah. That's why the people that are here have to say, Hashem, thank you that I'm learning Torah, and I'm not wasting my time outside. Because that's what we do a lot of times. Instead of coming to shul and learn Torah, Arturo John, what do we exchange it for? What do you call this? The black TV. Huh? Flat screen. Whatever you want to call it. We all day on it. Rabotai, we're exchanging Olam Haba, Rabotai, for something very minimal in Olam Hazeh, Rabotai. Which in the end you're going to regret why you ever watch TV? You ever watch sport? You ever watch anything, Rabotai? And you always somehow, while you watch, you feel good. After you finish watching, you feel disappointed. Why did I waste my time? You agree with me or not? No problem. So you say, I don't know more. I don't know more. That's it. I'm done. I'm done with all this, what do you call this, Instagram, Facebook. I'm done with this. No more. And then again, Rabotai, remember one thing. You're going against the Yetzer Hara. You're not going to be able to defeat it like that. You have to make boundaries. You have to make fences not to come to it. There's no way Rabotai person is going to be able to overcome it. It's once you're sucked in it, it's like quicksand. It will take you down, Rabotai. And this is exactly what's going on today. And this is very unfortunate, Rabotai. A person has to be able to break himself out of it. Artur, you remember when the Twin Towers fell? Huh? You remember? Do you know how fast it fell? Did you see when people were jumping off from the what do you call it? Unfortunately, because they don't want to die? Tell me, if a person jumps from this kind of height and he wants to stop, can he stop? Even if he wants to stop, can he stop? No, he can't. Rabotai, to reach a very high level in Yiddishkeit and spirituality, Aronchik, and then to give everything up for 1 second for these things, Rabotai, it's not that you went 1 step down, 2 steps down. You went 50, 60, 70 stories down. A person can work months on his avodat Hashem and then automatically do something wrong. It'll take him completely down, Rabotai. That's why a person has to be a chacham and he has to know to which direction he's going, to use his time very wisely. Rabotai, let me conclude over here. He says like this, that we have to give thanks to Hashem that we're able to sit and learn Torah and not chas v'shalom waste our time. Ki tefillah Rabbi Nechunya ben Hakana, Masech Berachot Daf Chavchet Amud Bet, Modeh ani lefanecha Hashem Elokai. I thank Hashem ששמת חלקי מיושבי בית המדרש רבותיי ולא מיושבי קרנות. Hashem, that you put in my portion with the people that sit and learn Torah, and not chas v'shalom the people that they sit and idle and they do nothing. Rabotai, shani mashkim vehem mashkimim, because I get up and they get up. Ani mashkim ledivrei Torah, I wake up for words of Torah, vehem mashkimim ledivrei betalim v'chulu, and they get up for nonsense, Rabotai, for idle chatter. You have sometimes people, all they live for in Miljon is for parties, for having a good time. It's haval, it's really a waste of time. Tzarich adam hazeh shezacha liyot miyishvei beit hamedrash, Rabotai, this person that had the zuchut, the merit to be the one from the people that was able to sit and learn Torah, latet hoda'ah lakadosh baruch hu, he has to give thanks to Hashem, shesam chelko miyishvei beit hamedrash ubara lo malach. Rabotai, that Hashem, He put your portion with the people that study Torah, and He created an angel, Rabotai, shemuviliyu lebeit hamedrash. He created an angel that actually brings you to the base of Medrash. That's a Rabotai. It's not like we think, I come to learn Torah, I don't want, I want. Artur is up, Aronchik, the option is not up to you. You can make the decision, but throughout the day, many things can happen. Like we know the story with Ilan, the story with Mordechai, Masechet Megillah. Remember, he was in Sanhedrin. What number was he? Number 4. And then they moved him down to number 5. According to some people opinions, he was number 5. And they moved him down to number 6 in Miljon. You remember Mordechai Tzaddik? Why did they move him down from the position, remember, in Sanhedrin, to be number 4 and then to move you down one level? Because they said that he stopped learning Torah and he went to save the Jewish people. Because you guys remember, he had to help Esther to try to control everything what's going on in Achashverosh's palace. Rabotai, the Chacham say, I don't get it. Isn't saving a life, he saved everybody's life, much more important? No, Rabotai, it is important. As much as it's important, it's important. But why did it have to be Mordechai Tzaddik? Maybe Chas from Rabotai, it says maybe Hashem was not happy with the Torah learning. That's why he gave him that job. Not to say that it's not important. It's very important. But nevertheless, Rabotai, let somebody else do the job. Rabbi said, because we have to remember one thing. When it comes to learning Torah, by you learning Torah, you protect generation, worlds. That's why they brought him down one level. So it's over here, Rabotai, he's telling us over here, the person that has the zechut, you should know you have an angel that actually brings you there. Because you had a merit, that's why he brought you there. Because you'll see with your own eyes. Yesh b'nei adam domim lo. You have people that are similar to you. Black kippah, white shirt, black pants, black hat. Vehem yushvei karanot Rabotai, but they sit in idle things in Miljon. They sit outside of the base of Medrash. Umi garam lahem zeh. Who caused them this? Hahalicha shehalchu lemakom karanot Rabotai, because they walked there. They went to these places. Nivra mimenu malach ra'ah. Rabotai, because of that, there was a bad angel which was created. Shemovil otam lemakom chok v'kalut rosh. And that angel brings them to where? To comedy clubs. Lightheadedness, Rabotai. Kill your night away. Lefichach devar Rabotai ha'adam shezecha b'chelik tov. Therefore, a person had the merit to have a good portion. Tzarich leted hoda'ah v'shem l'HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Rabotai. He needs to say thank you, Hashem, and he has to praise Hashem, Rabotai, that he's able to sit and learn Torah. Now, I want to make something clear. It's not to say, man, chas v'shalom, it's not to say that you have to sit and learn Artur all day. Artur, you with me or not? But the minimum requirement a person has to do, he has to learn in the morning Torah and he has to learn at night Torah. That minimum you have to do. I'm not telling you to sit now 24 hours, 7 days a week. But at least when you're learning that hour, at least when you're learning those 15 minutes, let it be real learning Torah. Don't waste your time. You ever, Artur, now you shock at the building. Artur, if you ever look in the Yeshua, out of 3-4 hours between me and you, out of 3-4 hours, or you go to a shiur, out of that 1 hour when the rabbi speaks, between me or the speaker, whoever the speakers are, how much learning Torah you get in? In a yeshiva, 3-4 hours, how much you get in? 15 minutes. Wow, you're nice, Elon. 15 minutes, 3-4 hours. Between the fish and the gosh kachir, very good.
That's not 15 minutes.
What about Arturchik when it comes to learning Torah from a rabbi, correct? Until he does the Refuah Shulim, until he does the Lilush, until he says a few stories, until he takes the guy who sponsored the whole meal, what are we in? How many minutes are we already in? I have 30 minutes left, 45 minutes left. And then if a person asks a question, that's not in the topic, the whole class is gone. You understand? You with me, Artur? A person has to try to maximize when you're learning Torah. You want to be learning Torah and not doing shtuyot. B'ezrat Hashem, Rabotai. Chas v'shalom, Rabotai, I want to tell you something. I am not chas v'shalom in any way judging anybody, Rabotai. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But Rabotai, we need to know, we need to stop wasting our time and start utilizing our time the proper way. If we're not going to come out and we're not going to speak the truth, Rabotai, what's going to end up happening? I see with my own eyes what's going on with the kids, what's going on with couples. There's a lot of problems, Rabotai. It's only because we hide the truth and we don't share the truth because we're always afraid. That's what Rabotai, Be'ezrat Hashem, Hashem give every one of us, Emil John, ourselves, first us, Rabotai, then our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren, Rabotai, for generations to come, that all of them should be connected to Torah and Hashem, Rabotai, because that's the real success in life. Baruch Adonai L'olam, Amen, Amen, Rabbi Chanan ben Akash, Baruch Hu, Lezakot et Israel, Ficha Chirba, Lahem Torah,